Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I should totally do that. Like when I like have a moment or so. But yeah,
Yeah, and I should buy more dice.
Should
You can
always
never-
buy more dice.
you
Yes,
can never have too many or too little dice.
You cannot.
that is true. Except, yes, you can have too little if you have like a D4.
No,
A D6.
Foxy, you can never have too. Like you can never
have too many.
You can never have enough dice. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
You can never have enough dice, but you can always have too little dice.
I mean, this is true. Okay, I
Yeah.
take that "fuck you" back, sort of thing.
No, you can. You
Okay,
can
I
have
take
too
that
many
"fuck you" back,
dice
sort of
because
thing.
then you plug around
Okay,
with it.
I
Yeah.
take
Too
that
many
"fuck you"
dice.
back.
Yes. Also, which channel I can put a picture in the server?
Just throw it in general.
Okay.
But I need to go through and give it all a tidy up again because since I was like, oh yeah, make a server public and everything else, I decided to clamp down on permissions and something's bugged.
Yeah, and
set everything back.
well,
Fuck sticks.
if
Oh, cat, get up.
yeah,
I have a feeling
If,
I can't hit if I fit, I sit.
yeah,
No, it's when I was bringing him fresh water, I accidentally spilled some, forgot about it, and just found it. He's sitting on the he's sitting on the trunk where I keep the hand towels or shit like that.
there we are. And the reason is why I asked is that this is a picture which Tash has already seen if she has kept eye on the server. But-
I have not kept an eye on your server. I do not.
No worries. No worries. But this is what I made today, actually.
Go on.
Just a moment. That it.
Oh, there's a crab eating like a strawberry with his claws. Like so taking, it's cutting like little bits of strawberry.
Oh crap!
Like, so taking
That's actually the wrong channel.
Nom, 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 nom.
Just a moment.
I'm actually
Delete.
curious what channel you managed to dump it in.
I dumped it in my own server's general chapter. So it wasn't the wrong channel. It was the wrong server. Discord. There we are. Now it is the correct one, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
That's what I made today.
Is that frikadellen like meatball-y thingy, my bub? They aren't meatballs, more like German burgers.
Actually, they are just meat patties, but there are some melted cheese in them.
Ooh, that does sound delicious.
It is really delicious, and also that's just that's more than normal, tomato sauce. It actually has some more minced meat in it. So basically, that's like carnivore's dream.
You're
There
making me
is-
hungry, and I just ate.
Yeah. Well, you can just imagine how my friends felt earlier today, since I was I was like being like, picture it. and then I just went all ballistic, telling how delicious food I made and was gonna make at that point.
That sounds like something I do.
Yeah.
I think the last time that I made a pot roast, I did it like threw everything in the crock pot with seasoning, and it sat there all day doing the slow and low thing. And I tortured people with pictures and just commented how amazing the house smelled. And yeah, I was a dick.
Yeah.
I am so not ashamed about that.
Yeah. Nor am I. I always enjoy making people hungry.
You sadist. How could you?
Well, to be fair, you can't make me hungry anyway, because I've got the chunkiest cookies I've ever had.
Ooh, sounds good.
That's a chunky cookie.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually so chunky, I can't physically bite it.
Ooh. So you gotta break piece of that and then just nibble on that? Nice.
Hey, Christy.
Hi.
Hi, Christy.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it is working.
Yeah. Discord was being slow. Didn't load.
Mm.
Well then, let's just wait for Mr. Dom and then we can get rocking and rolling.
Oh.
Yes.
You guys just said a very important thing.
Yeah.
What colour do I bring to his holiday?
What colour? What now? What
Nail
colour, what?
polish colour.
Nail polish colour. Ooh.
I have nearly 200, so any colour I will probably have.
Ooh. Well, as it happens, my favorite color is always lilac blue, so I would go with that.
You see, I lean more into blacks and purples, but it also depends on what you're wearing.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
keep cutting off. You start a sentence and then you cut out.
Might be the server's playing up. Hang on, let me see what I can fix. Alright, give it a sec, it's just resetting.
Probably more mine if it's a struggle to load.
Could well be, but I've also turned on the bitrate on the server so it's not bombarding your end of things with a massive amount of information. So yeah, black or purples, but also depends on what like the majority of colours you've got.
Say I have nearly 200. I have every colour.
Yeah, but it's like if you're going all pastel pinks, the last thing you want to be wearing is goth black nail polish.
I have the least amount is pinks actually that I do actually have. Really pinks. I have fluorescent pinks.
Might be a bit much for Disney.
Yeah, maybe.
I also have holographic. I have metallics. I have.
I've just thought the bad idea of pick 5, but you just do one for each hand. So like you go red, blue, yellow, green.
I believe you mean one.
Yeah, one for each.
I believe. Yeah. I was like, one for each hand. So
This is what No Sleep is doing now. Raid is slowly
I
just,
knew it, man. It'd be nice.
yeah,
it's just destroying
Although I
bits of sentences.
yes,
Blame it on that.
But yeah,
yeah.
basically you have 5 colours, and then whenever Tom goes, oh, I want to buy something at the Lego store, you can just show him your fingers and go, you can have as many colours as I have on my hand. And then he has to go to the bits bin and find the ones that match.
I was gonna say there is an actual name for that, and it's called a skitlet. When you have multiple colours,
Yes.
Oh, nice.
nail art like properly. And if you had different colours on each hand, each finger, but it was in like the same like colour palette, it was called a skillet.
I just
Stuff like that, because obviously colours of the rainbow kind of thing.
yeah, I was kind of like I came up with an idea, but it sounds some kind of silly, but in its own way it might look good. On one hand, you take 5 different colors and put every light shades, and the other hand you only use dark shades.
I'm not having 10 different colours. I will come up with something. Like I say, it's only my toes at the minute. I'm not doing my hands until I go around
Yeah.
Tom's. And it has just reminded me I need to redo my mum's as well. Before I go.
Yes.
Oh, just seen a bit of interesting news. Apparently Disney are planning to do a live-action version of Tangled.
Yep, I saw that earlier.
Hmm.
Well, they're doing basically every other. They're doing basically all the other ones. So
Yeah.
they want like the live action Disney princesses now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make
Because it
so.
makes them the fucking money. Ching, 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 ching. Cat. Fuck that shit.
Well, as I put on the comments, where it's like, we don't need the modern ones redoing. Like, everything from...
Yeah.
when did Little Mermaid come out? 85?
Little Mermaid
no,
was
90.
90.
Yeah, it was 90.
90.
Yeah. The
Ready
mod-
to do its 30th birthday.
Yeah. Don't anything from then onwards. Because they are good films and they stand the test of time. The older ones need a bit of rejigging. Only because certain things have been changed in the political landscape of things.
What I don't get though is that they were talking about that they're going to do a live action Aristocats. And it's like, it's not live action though. It's going to be CGI.
Fucking idiot.
Well,
It's not live
it's
action,
like
it's CGI.
It's live action. The fact they went to Africa and filmed live shots, that is then infilled it with CG.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And again, we didn't need that remake of The Lion King, to be honest.
Yeah,
I felt like I like the idea and all, but the animated film's still there and it's still good. I still cannot watch a certain scene. I still skip over it, and I'm glad that on the DVD it's the next chapter. So what happens? I skip, and I know I've passed it.
So basically, you're doing a Millhouse, so called.
Yep.
With the Finding Nemo thing.
Oh, I can watch the beginning to Finding Nemo just fine. I can watch the intro sequence to Up.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch Bambi. I can watch all the other like downer bits of Disney films, but it's just The Lion King's just a little too close to home.
Yeah. I can understand that, since
you had an evil uncle who like purposely killed your dad so that he'd take away like your right to be head of a house or something.
To be honest, I wouldn't be so mad if my uncle was Jeremy Irons. Think of all that money. Be trying to kill him.
It's like the Lion King was being shown in the children's ward when it was my last time in the children's ward for my diabetes. Me and my dad just sat there like, how aren't the kids watching this? Like, no child was watching it. It was me and my dad. And it was the bit when obviously his dad goes and it's like, how are you not watching this?
You uncultured swines.
Younger me could still watch it. Older me just goes to that bit and it's like, nope, I'm going to walk away for a minute.
I mean, like, I would have been like 13, 14.
Even me at that age when things were really bad, it's like, I can watch that bit, just I'm a bit older now, it's like, I can't really sit through that last little bit.
And then he goes, kill him. And then they just go after him and they're like, okay, now we're getting to the good stuff.
Yeah, now I can come back in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it! Why does discussion about animated films make me want to watch Zootopia again?
Because
Zootopia was a really good film.
Yeah, it is.
A fantastic way of doing racial commentary without being racial.
Yes. And also, well, it is kind of a sweet story about how a criminal turns into a good guy.
I wouldn't have said Nicholas Wilde was really a criminal.
Yeah, he's more of a hustler.
And I must admit, that made me really, really cry in the bit with the when he's like a scout and all the other animals getting up on him and muzzle him.
Fuck that scout kids. He should have killed them. I mean, what?
It's like that bit always made me cry on Lady and the Tramp as well when they muzzled her. So it's like, no.
Is it terrible that I don't cry at those bits?
No.
No.
Like I said earlier, I can sit through a lot of them. It's just that one bit in the Lion King I can't sit through. The rest of them I can sit through quite happily. I will be a stone statue.
Come on, Dom.
I'm waiting on you. How am I going to torture the person who's not here?
God dang it.
just attach angrily typing.
Yeah. I mean, how did you know?
Because one, I heard it, two, I could see it on Discord.
Yes.
Well, whilst we're waiting for Dom to get in anyway, because he was here last week, so I don't have to worry too much about re-intros. And everything else, I'm getting all caught up. So for everybody else, welcome to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes. Hope you've enjoyed our little Disney rant. we do play Dungeons and Dragons and don't complain about Disney. Although could do a Disney themed one shot in the future.
Ooh, that would be sweet.
You all have to play as a different Disney princess.
Yes.
Oh god damn it, no.
Dibs on
Melvin
Mulan.
and Dom.
Yep, dibs on Mulan. Sorry, like you're suck.
Extra challenge. You then have to build your Disney princess as they are at the end of their respective film.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want,
Does it
you can
have
go
to be-
full Sleeping Beauty, but like you have to be a warlock and have Maleficent as your patron.
Holy shit, that would sound
See,
awesome.
And I was just
Yeah.
going to ask, does it have to be a princess, or could I play Maleficent herself?
No, it has to be the princess. If you can't be marketed, you can't be used.
I could totally imagine Snow White being a bard because like she just sings and animals just come around her. That or a druid.
I'm going to say more of a druid.
I was going to say druid, maybe with a bit of bard anyway, just for the singing stuff. Or at least having a really high charisma.
There's some D&D art, and I'm pretty sure that they made Rapunzel a paladin.
Yeah.
Yes.
With her
She doesn't lay on hands, she lays on
her
hair.
frying pan.
Lays on hair.
Of course,
Says, like,
I would ask if I could play like Aladdin.
Nope, sorry Foxy, you gotta go full woman.
Okay.
Sorry, Foxy.
You have
And you
to go-
gotta go full human as well.
Oh no,
Well-
no, if he wants to play Maid Marian from Robin Hood, he's more than welcome to play Maid Marian from Robin Hood.
Oh, okay. But hold on, is she considered a Disney princess?
no,
Sorry,
Yeah.
Foxy.
she is a lady. She is not a princess.
I will find
Also-
a way around this.
You won't.
There is an official lineup of about 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it will be.
If it helps, think of all the Disney films and think of all the female characters that have a dress, an animal sidekick, and are marketable as hell.
Apart from Frozen, because they're technically both queens now.
Yeah.
So they're not actually in the lineup.
Oh shit, that's a good point.
So you have Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Ariel, Belle, Rapunzel, Meredith, Pocahontas,
Yes.
Tiana,
Oh,
and I'm sure I'm
with
forgetting
technically
one.
Disney princess.
Yeah, I'm posting a link in our Discord chat.
Hey,
Oh, fantastic.
which one's Meredith?
She's
Scottish.
from,
Merida.
Merida.
Merida, the
Oops.
fuck,
Yeah, from Brave.
Brave. That's it. Oh, she could be an elven archer.
Oh crap. Do I have... I think I have to play Jasmine.
Yes, Foxy.
They made, again, where I've seen like picture stuff, they tend to make Jasmine a assassin.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
little street mouse.
Yeah.
Anyways, we went wildly off topic there, back to what we were talking about before we started the show. So, just to get everyone caught up and recapped, our wonderful band of heroes have been contracted, I suppose is the best term, by Shinjuku Tone, a wealthy heiress and owner of a brothel chain in the world, to go to Umbreon's tower and rescue her lover, Jin Sukuna.
Jeez, how egotistical.
Rescue me, damn it. It's been a while since I've had a good rescue. I'll see you there. Bounce out.
Yes.
Oh, could you imagine? That would be hilarious.
Yes.
Anyways, but on the way, you had bought some items, geared yourselves up, and came across a former clan of orcs that Dom, who is still not here yet, wasn't overly fond of, that being the Black Axe clan. Who have been a
Say,
bit...
is he even around this week, Dom? Did he say?
I mean, he said there were delays, but I've messaged him like on Messenger as well as sent him a rather aggressive sounding like message on Discord.
Is
Like
he
getting his
keeping the
ass in
TDAC?
here. Yeah.
Oh, should I read this out loud?
Do you want to?
Oi, you! Get your half-orc ass into the game and kill these Black Axe clan motherfuckers. Tasha the potty mouth over there.
Yes.
Fair. I do swear a lot, even though I try refraining from doing so.
Oh, I don't even
Yeah.
try most of the time.
It for me it depends because it might be like little bits of curse word there, curse word here, or then it can be that I use them as punctuation marks. But yes, back to the recap, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, so Dom's hated clan of orcs, the Black Axe clan, had seemed to have taken over the tower and started digging themselves in for a prolonged stay. And when we last returned to you all, you had pretty much begun taking care of it. Killing several orcs, a chieftain who seemed a bit tougher than the rest, an orc eye of Gramash, who took out his own eye for the needs of spellcasting, and the last one sat in the tower with a wolf on one side, you guys all on the bottom threatening to stab him. He's just throwing his axe down going, I give up, I surrender. They ain't paying me enough for this. So, murder hobos, what would you like to do?
Are there more orcs inside the tower? Let's go see.
Let's find out, shall we?
Have we already interrogated the half-orc there?
No, when we last left, they literally surrendered.
Okay.
You guys want to do that? I will go up to the door, check it for traps, and if it's locked, unlock it.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception. In fact, no, investigation check for me, please, Kira. As you're digging.
Party.
Oh, very nice. There are no traps on this door.
Is it locked?
It is not locked. It is actually slightly ajar.
I'll go peek my head in.
Okay. Go ahead and are you doing it stealthily or not?
Oh, yes, very. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that we're here by now, but they may not be expecting people to come in, so I'm going to do it stealthy.
Okay, then go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, please.
25.
Oh, very nice. As you peer in, I actually need to change the map for myself so I have a reference point. I think I've broken my mouse, it double clicks way too much. All those hours of Rainbow Six have now finally got to it. Okay, peering into this large chamber, it is some 50 feet or so away from wall to wall. Its width is almost double that towards the back. It is framed by large pillars that hold up a ceiling, and before you is a long black carpet that leads to an altar that has been shaped like an anvil, in front of which you can see two heavily armed orcs hammering away at a piece of metal, and occasionally two groups of orcs come running through with a massive wheelbarrow load of red hot ore, chucking it onto the anvil as these orcs are starting to hammer away and try and make something from this amalgam mess.
Melrin will also join Kira to look into the room as stealthily as possible,
Okay.
trying not to tickle Kira with his fur.
She
Go
actually is crept into the room and went off to the left a little bit.
Okay.
That's fine by me. I can move your token on this map just fine. I will say it is an updated token. Hopefully it works.
What, my new one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious because the old one is still on this map.
Yes, it's still the old artwork. I haven't updated everything. Meanwhile, whilst you're all doing that, so Melvin, if you go give me a stealth check. Everybody else, what would you like to ask this lone orc that has surrendered?
I mean, Tedek would just want to kill the guy right away, but he knows that people want to ask questions, so he's just pointing his spear at his throat. Being a good barbarian that he is.
And annoyingly, there's no Dom, because also Dom would be the one asking questions.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just.
I don't know why, but I can't shake this feeling that Marla would just be like, look, we don't need to ask questions. And if you do the spell, just be like, add mind read. Okay.
Do I have this spell?
No, you haven't got the spell for that. That's quite a high level spell as well. Although it would be hilarious. Okay. Well, we'll say
I do have suggestions though. So,
Yeah, you can suggest for him to tell the truth.
I'm gonna say, suggest for him to let us know
Okay.
what blue currently in my hands will be back at the computer.
Right. Let me look up suggestion. Oof. So I have a bit of indigestion off a can of Coke. Oh, whoops. Suggestion is not a monster. That's a silly thing to look up. Although that would be really cool. This is the suggestion monster.
For some reason, I'm imagining that it's Russian.
Russian.
Suggest that you.
We have ways of making you talk.
This is somewhat of a German accent.
Yes.
Russian. Russians are quite deep. They roll their R's. Okay. Makes a wisdom save on a failed save. It does its thing. Do I even have a dumb old orc in my monster tab? Should do.
Also, have detect thoughts as well.
Ooh, that could be useful.
That could be rather useful.
I mean, Todak know of usefulness of detect thoughts. He continues pointing spear at throat. Ooh.
And I want to say that's a fail against Marlon's spell DC. Marlon's spell DC has been quite high.
17, so yeah.
Yeah, that's a fail. So what was it you are suggesting for him to do?
He suggests that he lets us know what they're doing.
Okay. As you're asking the
And
question...
where he's going.
As you're asking the
I'm
question...
trying to think how to put it.
That's all right. From that, I get the gist of what you're after. So his eyes glow a faint purple as you ask him the question, like he's in a sort of hypnotic trance, and he lays it all down that it's the full clan here, the full 100 plus. Can't count that far. If he does too many hands, he gets lost. But they are here on orders from an outsider who has said that there are great riches and great challenges that can lie within, and maybe allow them to take their own city in this world quite happily. Dom's on the roll 20, which means he'll be in Discord.
Yes.
My aggressive messaging has been answered.
Hi, Dom.
Hello, perfect time.
Hello.
You missed a wonderful discussion about Disney princesses.
Oh, lovely.
But anyway,
The game.
yes. Well before the game started and into the game. I probably will carry on ongoing. So yeah, the orcs, 100 plus of us, we are here for riches, for glory, for battle. And some of the more higher up members are here for their own selfish ends, as they're being led by an outsider. Is there anything else you need, or can I go?
Take us to the leaders.
What was that?
You
Sorry, I can't-
outsider. You outsider. Tell us.
Do not know who the outsider is. He is an outsider. I've never seen him before.
Then who's your higher up, or have we just killed him?
What do outsider look like?
I've never seen him. I don't know what he looks like. I'm just a grunt. Work.
And show us what you're doing here, then.
And he points towards the door to the tower, and what we're doing is in there.
Then take us in.
Okay. And he shows you all inside the tower. Right, I need to do a bit of tidying up in here first. So, for Team Stealth that has not yet done a baby, joke that never dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, that's there, to there, to there, to there, all the way across. This is the most awkward shape in the world. Right then. So this is what you all can see.
Ooh.
So you guys
Do I
stealthing in.
still have Sasha with me, by the way? Was Sasha gone poof?
No, you still have your wolf with you.
It's
Oh.
a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Yes, it was. I kept thinking wolf.
Wolf,
That was-
dinosaur. Same thing, different period.
Oops. Wrong map. That's the map we want. So there is Sasha. And I'll just copy him in there. So first things first, just to make sure everything works. Kira, can you move your token? Just to make sure it's worked. Yes, cool.
Yeah, sure.
Perfecto. Okay. So he goes to lead you up to the door, sees the door slightly ajar, like, I thought we shut that. Oh well. Opens it quite blatantly.
Oh shit.
And begins.
Everyone's gonna hear.
Well, the two stealth ninjas rolled monstrously high stealths.
Nice.
Kira's on 25, Melrun's on 30.
Sweet.
They're quite
Yeah.
literally Skyriming this. They are crouched in the middle of an open field, but because the stealth's so high, I was like, what was that?
Must have been my imagination.
Nah, Kara just made her armor turn into the surrounding background.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Did that chameleon shit.
Nice.
You just have a head poking out the wall going, this is a bit awkward. Alright then. So, Team Stealth, what would you like to do? The door is opening and you can hear this all going, we thought we closed this.
So I can't tell that it's the party.
You have
Coming in
no
with-
idea. You have no
I'm gonna
idea.
I'm gonna ready an attack.
As Melrun notices Kira readying an attack, he will also ready for crossfire.
Okay then. Go ahead and make your attacks, you two, as the very injured orc just walks in through the door. Oh god.
Oh shit.
Also, I believe I also need my sneak attack.
You get your sneak attack, also assassin triggers, so you get your hits an automatic crit.
Gib everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, like what's been happening to me in my Pathfinder Kingmaker game. Everything that
So-
barbarian hits, it's a gib.
It's like one of them kills him, and the other one causes a corpse explosion.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
The rest of you following watch as the orc is sliced and diced into several tiny pieces as like the last few big chunky organs are just ripped apart by an arrow shot.
Now we don't know who killed him, right?
No.
Oh god
I
damn it.
ready my hammer.
I would like to take chunks of this half orc and like kind of put them in like a little doggy bag or something to save for later.
You know what? It's an orc kebab.
You are now somewhat covered in gib.
Oh yes, just
This is
smearing
enough to
myself
sort of-
all over.
Pull it off, and so it's the same for Marlon and Gardex as well. It's like he just exploded, and I'm now covered in it.
I can imagine Marlon just flicking a small bit off of the end of his nose and then whispering prestidigitation.
Yeah.
How rude!
And clean.
Don't ask where the rubbish goes. Right, well, he can come off the board now.
No.
What would the rest of the party like to do that is not team stealth?
I would like to go through the door, but go through the door with my hammer slightly sticking out, so I could maybe see. Just so I can maybe use the hammer to see the reflection of if anyone's there.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Me or us or him?
Gardex. And Kira and Meryl, whilst I think about it, I'll need you guys to make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
After your insta-giving.
I love the painted gib.
Oh, Nat 1. So I was hidden.
And now you're not.
Well, no, I was hidden and now covered in gib.
Yep.
My armor did not have time to adjust to that.
Nope.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So yeah, Gardex, as you poke your hammer through and like use the metal to catch the glint, you can see something that looks like Kira on the other side of the door, covered in blood from head to toe.
It looks like our old friend is also covered in blood. And it seems safe to go through this door somewhat, as long as we are careful. In
Okay.
fact, let us not go through this door just yet. I have an idea. I just take this moment to focus in myself. It will mean saying bye-bye to Sasha. Because I can't concentrate on two things at once.
Oh, stop.
But this will help us all. As let me just check. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's everyone's within. Easy, lovely. I want the whole party to now be granted the amazing power of pass without a trace.
Ooh, very nice.
Hey.
You all feel the shadows cling to you. From Meron and Kira, this feels oddly familiar.
Yeah.
Then I just step through the doorway, being a little bit more stealthy in my mind, just going, "Oh, that is a great shade of red you're wearing."
Gardex, if you're being stealthy, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, please.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I wasn't expecting you to have that readied.
I have it just in case. I was planning on originally using it when we were approaching the tower, but someone just said fireball.
Roy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is stealth, but I get to add 10 to it because it pass without a trace. This is awesome. Right, stealth. Wait, because my stealth is 0. 29.
Kira, it's the wind whispers to you that you look nice in a shade of red. Oh, the
Vera
price.
kind of smacks the side of her head for a second and curses the voices.
I was gonna say the pranks you could pull with a massively high stealth as a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Thank you for the
whispering in
idea.
clerics here. This is your conscience. We haven't spoken in a while.
just even though she may not be able to see me, it's like, this is Gardex. I have committed to a spell that allows us to be more stealthy. Let us use what we have to get what we need.
Alright. What about the rest of you? Well, mainly Marlon and T-Deck.
T-Deck's still collecting the body parts, like, for the bloody doggy bag and that. Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I've cleaned up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'll start. Follow on ahead.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me then.
Bear with me. I have. Me deciding to like a pair of ears 2 days before I go.
What if I think you were going to get in trouble for those ears?
I.
I don't know why. There's something in my head's going to be like someone.
If I sell them, I do. If I don't, if they're just for my own use, I don't.
I
have to say, because I commissioned a pair of ears and a tail.
Yeah. Cat ears are fine. The actual Mickey ears, the round ones, I'm not allowed to sell. These are like an actual pair of cat ears.
Oh, okay. My brain was like the Mickey Mouse ears, and you were making them for your trip.
Yeah, they are still Disney ones. They're actually going to be Scar ones.
Sweet.
Which were half made, which I'm finishing off, but they are actual like cat ears rather than Mickey ears.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Anyways, hit me up with a stealth check, please, Marlon. And the rest of you.
That's 15.
Yeah, bad roll, but thankfully
Thank God.
part of that chase makes it reasonable.
Yeah, I am a very large dragon born. Very large dragon born in a cape. Like a swish is going to happen now and again.
And as the cape drags the blood trail along.
Just imagine Tina going, "Ooh, piece of candy! Ooh, piece of candy!"
Yes.
Yeah, just dropping bits.
So I'm guessing because I only perceived Kira and not Melvin. Melvin doesn't know we're through the door.
Merrin has an idea that you've come through the door, but it's a case of, oh, you're clearly not a threat because Kira hasn't attacked.
Fair.
This is the problem. You've all gone in so quietly and so discoordinated.
Oh yes.
But as I said to the others earlier, like you can see the far end, this bloodied anvil over here is where these two guys are hammering away a red hot ore. They're making a ton of noise and racket, so a lot of your stealth is working for now. And then you've got these two groups of orcs over here, and they're running ores and other materials back and forth from these two doors here.
Okay. I will, because I've let Kira know of what's happening and the whole stealthy thing that's going on with Pots Without Trace. I like to consult Kira because I'm not a stealth person. So I simply, like, the voice of Cardex echoes to Kira, I guess, and it's just like, you are more stealthy than I. What would you believe would be our best plan of initiative to move forward?
Send T-Deck in to cause a distraction, and the rest of us come around and just like fireball the out of them.
Although I am not too keen on using the little one, I agree with this notion.
Well, it's not a matter so much of using him as of just letting him do his thing that he is going to probably want to do anyway.
Might as well let him get hurt than somebody who can actually heal people.
A fair point. Now, it's at this time I've just looked around while Teardak's just scurrying after the meat and just be like, little one,
Yeah, he pricks his head
Follow
up.
the sound of my voice. Just so I can bring you closer to the doorway.
Okay. Tedak walks in. Okay. First of all, I want to ask Brian a question.
Mm.
Cool.
Go on. What is thy question?
Oh, whispers.
I need a pen.
A pen, my kingdom for a pen.
So draw on fabric.
You can certainly roll a thing. It would be a perception thing.
Okay. Okay.
More accurately, it would be your passive perception, but
Oh, fair enough. My passive perception would be a 10 then, but
in which case, then no, you did not hear that conversation.
okay then. So Tedak will. I'm assuming because he saw everyone else going quietly, he's thinking maybe I should be stealthy too.
Do what you feel to be best.
Nice, that's a 32.
Excellent!
It is the angriest, stealthy wind to ever pass through the blood.
And like you see like little footprints like come after like after treading in the puddle.
For some reason, the universe starts playing the Jaws theme, but on really quiet ASMR levels.
Now, I've only just realised this. Like, I quickly look over to Kayla and I'm like, look at their formations, moving back and forth for that anvil. What if we timed our strike according to when they were at their closest?
Like right now, where they're in fireball formation.
Exactly.
So fireball, little one, wreak havoc.
That sounds like an amazing idea. The Black Axes will not see what's coming. Get it? It's a stealth joke.
I see what you did there.
Gardex doesn't know how to make jokes. It's in character.
David Kira because he's like stealthy.
Because of course it's going to be bad, and he's kind of like Thingamy from Guardians of the Galaxy, Batista.
How many
Oh,
how many D6s is this now, Brian?
like 15, I think. I don't know. I lost count.
Enough.
Enough that it's getting to lethal.
15 d6 point damage to all the orcs.
It's at this moment when we got a nice little formation line going on. When I would just look, Dragonborn, do you know how to throw the fireballs?
Really? You're asking me that now?
Well, I simply have not seen you throw a ball of a fiery nature.
All those times that I've done fireball, you've not seen me throw a fireball.
I have been drunk on many occasions, and I forget easily. It is something I'm not proud of, but
that I do every single match is to throw a fireball.
I've yet to see that happen every single match. Just a mini argument issue of Gardex can't remember.
If I throw a tiny little, like, marble-sized fireball at his foot from my staff.
Oh,
You can do, yeah.
okay.
I had this image of, you've never seen me throw a fireball before, and you just pulling out a literal bottle of fireball whiskey and going, here, catch. There you go, you've seen me throw a fireball.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Look,
Save that for later.
the plan is simple. Look at those orcs in beautiful formation, perfect for that of fireball.
You want to go, ham in?
If you would initiate the ball of fire, the little one will charge, and we will support him. Because little one, just look, walk, blood, rains.
You sure you don't want to go the stealthy route?
You just see saliva just trailing
So-
down the corner of his mouth.
Well, the mindset is, we're stealthy at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they have no idea you guys are there. They are literally just running back and forth, moving.
So
Or
this is
to the
surprise
center.
attack on a huge level.
Oh yes.
I just quote something. What you
Go
call
on.
it? We're all hiding behind, like, say, like a table or something. And you say about the fireball. And then I say, really, do you want to do, like, the fireball? Then, Gardex is surprised, do you want me to dress in drag and do the hula? If you have your
I mean, I am druid.
I was thinking more like Gardex was like going, look, just throw the fireball and just grabbing T-Dac and like winding him up like a wind-up soldier.
That's all special.
Think brain.
And just waiting for the fireball to go, just letting it go.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
God.
I'm guessing here would be the best location.
Oh yes, it's going to catch a lot of them. I actually need to throw out the character sheets for a sec. Actually, no, there's no point. They don't have any decks. None of them have decks.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oops, what have I done there?
Just like me for half-orc.
Yeah, but you could give yourself
Yes.
dexterity.
Yes, Kira, yes.
I realised no one could actually see what's going on. So that was the formation they're in, by the way, for those watching the stream. Right, okay. How many times have we got to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
In fact, the only ones that matter really are the Archive Grimashes. But they both fail anyway.
Nice.
So,
47?
kaboom. A kaboom. A kaboom. And why is there no sound on my playlist?
Oh my god.
I have music that goes on stream, and yet there is no music playing.
How dare you.
I would like to
Look.
stream music to the table, but that makes things awkward. Poof! A couple of them disappear like dust on a wind. T-Dac, you rage. Charge on in. There is nothing but charred bodies in their wake.
Yeah. Just looks around in absolute anger, like goes, yeah, goes through the. Okay, are these doors locked?
T-Dac,
Oh,
Jacob!
fucking hell.
Are these doors locked?
Right. Let me explain these
Say
doors
yes.
to you. So these doors are a whopping 40 feet across. They are made out of solid metal-like material. It's clearly not iron. It's clearly not a precious metal like silver or platinum or anything like that. If anything, it's more like an alloy of a mixture of metals. You can see like the grains and everything in it. It is covered in arcane runes and locks. There are 4 keyholes that you can see. And behind you on the anvil, you can see like 4 molds, 4 key shapes, and it's clearly what these orcs were doing. They were hammering the metal to get it workable, to then work it into a mold. But of course, they are orcs. They are only half a Gardex, or maybe twice the Gardex. It's hard to tell, but there isn't a lot of brain in there to work with.
But is the door locked?
Yes. You run right into the thing and you full on Looney Tunes.
Boing.
Boing.
Yeah. But that door is so solid, there's no like reverberation, warp, or anything like that. It's just a full on splat.
He's gonna lash out against the door with a freaking like hand axe. Then, it's like chop it down.
Is it a magical or non-magical axe?
I don't think it is a magical axe. Actually, I don't think. Oh yeah, I do have a hand axe. Never mind. It's not magical.
In that case, then roll a d20 for me. Just a straight d20.
Okay.
Okay. It takes some damage. As you go to swing it, like you feel it starts to give in places, and like even the blade itself almost dulls immediately.
Yeah, like I can imagine Ted like trying to strike the thing, and Looney Tunes like kind of thing.
Oh no, like you scratch it, but like more harm's done to the axe than to the door. Quite clearly, the door's purpose is to make sure nothing gets in.
Then he's gonna hit it again.
Roll another d20.
Comes over.
Yeah, it breaks.
Oh yeah. That axe just shatters on impact.
Half pint. Do you want me to try to pick these?
He's totally ignoring you. He's scratching at the door, like he's like freaking taking all his rage out on the door. Everyone's dead,
well,
so.
Kira will go over here and check that door for traps.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Everybody else, what are you currently doing?
Melron is going next to T-Dac and checking the door for traps first.
Marlon just whispering under his breath, never seen a fireball, never seen a fireball, never seen a fireball.
I understand now, okay? Sheesh. Who would have thought Dragon Balls could be so sassy?
Imagine the next battle royale. Never seen a fireball? Catch.
Why is it now going to be a competition as to like, hey Gardex, remember that fireball?
You didn't see.
You know, the one that you've never seen.
Oh my god, actually, have you ever seen this one before? Lightning storm, a firestorm, rain of fire.
Oh god.
Fireballs everywhere.
You get a fireball. You get a...
Kira, you find no traps on the door. Melrin,
Is it
go
locked?
ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Is the door locked?
Okay.
The door is certainly magically locked.
So it doesn't help with thieves' tools trying to open it.
Nope.
I will just quickly look over to Melvin and Tirdak, even though Tirdak's probably in a mad rage and is not going to listen.
Yeah, he's not gonna listen at all.
I'll just look over and just go, be prepared, Tabaxi. I have a way to open doors like this.
Oh no.
I used to spell magic on the door.
Okay. Go ahead and make... Okay, go ahead and make your spellcaster check. So it's a d20 plus your wisdom, I think it is, for...
Yes, that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Open
So
wants
it's
to...
just a straight up wisdom check.
With... Oh, just that. Boom! Oh. That might not be very
Oh, no.
Sadly, no. This door is quite powerful.
Shit.
But you do get some of the arcane like runes to flicker slightly, as if, you know, like Meron picking a lock. It's like, okay, I know what the first two tumblers are. I just don't know about the rest of the pins.
Right.
Yeah.
It is more powerful than I am led to imagine.
Kira, what would you like to do?
That 20 I just rolled was for the to unlock that door on the left or right.
Oh, cool. Well, the door was not locked, so I can just reveal that to you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I will be right back. I am going to get some black felt.
Okay, dokes.
Okay.
All right.
As you step through this door, you can see now it is a spiral staircase which has several landings as it goes up, and it seems to go up for quite a ways.
Is there anything else in the room besides stairs?
Nope, just stairs going up. The bottom of them are over here on the left. That black bar on the right is like where it goes up to the next level.
Alright. I'm gonna run over here, tell the guys what I found. I'll tell Melvin and Gardex. Gardex is listening to him. And then I'll come over here and check this one for traps.
Okay, make another investigation check for me.
27.
Certainly no traps. And
And
likewise
it's not locked.
Okay.
Okay.
is another spiral stick.
Figured. Alright, so I'll come back here. Tell them there's stairs on either side.
Right.
Should we check the bodies if they have the keys?
Smart idea.
They are incinerated now though because you wanted fireball, so
A couple of them were.
projections on them would be.
Yeah.
We might have non-dead ash corpse.
Well, they're all
Might.
dead, and only a couple of them sort of fizzled away to nothing. The rest of them, though, they don't have keys. They have the usual mundane gear. Their armor's now useless, but their axes are still somewhat good, if a bit on the warm side.
Tedek would like to grab one of the axes from the orcs and sort of smash it against the door.
God's sake.
Oh, dang it.
The amount of axes you're going to get from this are rapidly decreasing on every swing.
Let the little one have his fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of wears out in a minute or so. So
Every axe swing just shatters. You grab the next one, shatters. Grab another one, shatters.
And by the time 1 minute passes, his rage is like, ugh, ugh. Tedek, now sleep.
It just passes out.
Well, I mean, not passes out exactly, but just sort of ugh.
Yeah, animals
like-
in control.
In control.
So, is there a way of seeing how far they got with the bashing of these molds? Did they succeed at all, or is it only part key or no key or?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, great! All
actually,
minus
you have-
one.
No, you don't have proficiency in smithing tools, do you?
I'll quickly check, but I doubt it. No, I'm only proficient with dice set.
Never mind then.
So unless I can roll a d20 on this dice in game,
But yeah, they clearly were working towards keys, but as far as you can tell, they were doing it wrong. To make a mold, you need to get the metal molten. You can't forge a key.
right, so they're
Right,
just literally
hammer.
trying to shove raw iron bash.
Yeah, raw hot metal or whatever it was they were collecting.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but these orcs were idiots.
They look kind of dumb with finger and thumb. With an L shape on forehead.
Little one, last time I checked, you were not destined for the Bard colleges.
So they're destined for career in bed.
In bed,
Well, ain't that fitting?
God's sake.
Can I go back and check for secret doors in either of those rooms, Brian?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, Kira. I will say now, by the way, you guys, as you've been doing all this investigation and whatnot, these back two doors over here, which they've been running back and forth to, begin to make a lot of noise, and you notice the oars actually starting to flow out. Like an overflowing hopper. Kira, on those rolls, the first one, you don't necessarily find a secret door, but you do find a secret stash under the stairs over here.
Ooh.
Stash of.
It is a stash of potions and scrolls.
Oh.
Kira, give me a
Nice.
second. Because sadly, I didn't have a chance to roll up the full loot table for this yet.
This is when it just goes full game show, and it's like, you are now going home with the following items. It's like on a conveyor belt. A cuddly toy!
Toy.
Hey!
A home media system.
A set of brains, which gets teared out going.
Random treasure.
Or fourth installment of So Your Dad Lost a Tiddlywinks.
Oh.
God damn it.
A set of commemorative plates.
Say why.
Okay. Well, yeah, 88. Okay, so you find a couple of potions of healing, the greater ones, in that chest. You also find
Deck of many things. Deck of many
No.
things. I mean,
not yet.
Damn it.
You find 13 gems worth 50 gold each.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And a cuddly toy! Hey!
Yeah, a almost one-for-one recreation of the first Gum Dammit.
Nice.
oh.
You can get your gum damn it plosh, maybe never.
So I'll just go roll on these really quick. Like I said, I didn't have time to generate the full loot table. 1, 2,
It's when you
3.
find out that potions are wild magic.
God damn
Now
it.
It
every
is.
single one of them is rolling.
Not quite. Okay. Also in this chest, bit deeper than you imagined it is. If you want to, you can take it and have it as like an interdimensional space, like a bag of holding. But as a chest.
Oh, that's
So-
sweet.
So you find a set of scale mail made out of adamantine.
Oh.
So for those that can
Ooh.
wear the adamantine armor, basically you are now immune to critical hits.
Damn.
Once you wear that armor.
And no disadvantage to objects.
Think so. I think scale's the one that.
Scale.
I'll let
For the,
someone check.
for the adamantine, it's no disadvantage, I believe.
I think so that was mithril.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
There was 5 50 gold pieces gems, weren't there?
13.
Oh, 13? Jesus.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of gems.
Yes.
And
so-
how many potions of greater healing?
Only a couple, 2.
Okay.
Uh,
Who says the rogue is going to share this party treasure with the party?
That's a point.
you,
I mean-
Yeah.
you also find a wonderful pair of boots of striding and springing.
Boots of jumping?
Ooh.
No, striding and springing.
Oh, starting is pretty.
The fun boots.
Fun boots.
One of my favorite items in the entire game.
Yeah. You also find a strange helm that has like an owl's head sort of motif to it. Also known as a helm of telepathy.
Oh.
Ooh.
And the last item you pull out of the box is an interesting pair of slippers. They are adorned with like a web-like pattern over it.
The spider climb slippers! Sweet.
And now several members of the party just grab hold of the slippers and go, mine. All at once. So,
Okay. Real quick,
Yeah. Mm.
Kira is going to grab the spider climb slippers and 1 healing potion and bring the rest of the... Grab the chest, bring it out to the rest of the party. Come on, rogue being rogue, man.
Just a rogue being a rogue. Okay, so there
Who
you go.
doesn't?
You have a really fancy pile of loot to go through. But sadly, nothing that
Yes.
unlocks this door.
Should we look into the doors on the side? Maybe?
I think we are best staying together.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer my question.
Yes,
Sorry.
but I only say this because with my spell going on, if we split apart too far and explore both sides, you may lose the boon that I have given.
This is true, but I was going to suggest didn't answer my question because we can do it together as a group.
And this is where I roll.
Insight.
I roll a d2. I choose right.
Okay.
You guys head up the right stairwell.
And I mean, if everyone else wants to go,
I mean,
Yeah.
Tedek goes wherever everyone else goes, so. Yeah, so Tedek
Well,
goes
since-
wherever everyone else goes.
since our elf compatriot has gone to the right-hand side, shall we join her and climb up that?
Yes. Let's do that.
Okay. As you guys begin to make your way out there,
Just passing by Kira with a huge amount of loot, and we're like, "What are you carrying?"
No, I
then Kira brought it
grabbed a
back to you
healing
all.
potion. Yeah, I put on the slippers of spider climbing, grabbed one of the healing potions, brought everything else out to you in the chest.
Nice.
And Melron, as soon as he notices, ooh, those boots look nice. Yoink.
It's mine. All
Now-
that stuff can say. As you go to make your move, though, towards the right-hand door, the ore piles begin to actually now start to assemble themselves.
The what piles?
The ore piles.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Elementals
really-
this whole time.
Did you really think I was going to let you get away that easily?
I mean, I do love you, Brian.
It's not going to save
That
you.
won't help.
It's not saving you today.
Damn it.
But still,
Should've
you
bribed
guys are
him
making your
before
way
the
to the door as they begin to make their move, so you can easily outrun them. Just so you know. They're only literally just starting to pull themselves together. So it's just a word of advice for later. Right then, I need to go up to this layer. And right, I'm just going to cheat and grab all your tokens into a nice big pile.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, T-Deck.
No, never.
And Control C. And Control V.
What's happening?
So Dungeons and Dragons ride.
Oh my god, how lame.
I
This
love
place blows.
best
Still feel sorry for
cartoon
Acrobat.
ever.
It won't. It will never. But out of all the characters, I still feel sorry for Acrobat. Hashtag bring back Acrobat for 6th edition.
Bring it back for 5th, why not? Make it a Ranger archetype.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah,
Rangers
that would
could
be
do with
sweet.
more archetypes. Somebody wants to play
Like
the Ranger.
a Polemaster Hunter, a Polemaster Ranger that focuses on acrobatics. That'd be so dope.
Actually, I would like to play Drow Ranger next.
What? You're actually thinking of playing something other than the Tabaxi Road?
Yes.
Ash,
My God!
Ash,
What?
write this down. Make a clip of this stream and save it.
Yes.
Because if he goes back on his word, we have video evidence.
Yes. Yes.
On 2 different streams, actually.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. More evidence.
So, for everyone in the back, can you repeat that, please?
Here's the thing though, knowing Foxy and probably what he's done, he's like gone, Drow Ranger, okay. Is this Drow Ranger going to wear a green cloak and only dual-wield swords? And have a name similar to Drizzt?
God damn it. Also, one of my moderators know and he won't forget it.
God damn it, Foxy.
So everybody want to go, oh, I'm going to play a Drow. It's like, you've read the Drizzt books, haven't you? You want to be Drizzt.
Yes, I want to be
Who
Drizzt.
doesn't? Who doesn't? He's a badass.
Yeah, he is.
Probably so if we go to that in D&D lore and realise, oh wait,
Wait a minute.
Drizzt is a massive outcast for doing what he does. Anyway, back to the game at hand. As you guys ascend the staircase to the uppermost level that the stairs go to. It goes to other floors, but they don't have doors. There are clearly doorways, but like even checking them secretly, magically, it's a solid wall. So you come up to this level here. It opens out into a large open space beyond the door. You can see very faintly like stacks of crates and supplies all piled up in one corner of the room. Very faintly across the way, those of you with dark vision, you can see something off in the opposite corner over here. But what it is, you can't quite tell. It's just out of your vision.
Kira is going to go stealth and creep forward just enough to get closer, but stay within the spell.
And Merwin will go
32.
with Kira and also check for traps.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check, Foxy, and Kira and Foxy, if you'd be so kind of move yourselves into the room. Also just reveal the massive void space.
Void.
It is voidy, I will be honest. It is like Skyrim dungeon level void.
Ooh.
Oblivion!
Yeah, actually.
This is a beautiful alien ruin, and nothing's here.
No one's here for miles, yet I can't rest because there is an enemy nearby. Oh wait, it's this mud crab that has followed me across the map.
There you go.
Yes.
Alright then. So, being super stealthy, the two of you, you see further into this chamber. Over in this corner over here, you can see what looks like the remains of a library. All the books in it have been piled and scattered across the floor. There's all sorts of books and tomes on tables, and clearly someone has left this and intends to come back pretty soon, as there is still a faint little candle. It's almost burnt out. You know, it's on that last little ember before it fizzles out, but it's clearly someone's been here. Yes, I need to do this bit as well, because you can see beyond into this area back here.
Oh.
I just like peep round the corner of where the door is, just like, what do you see?
You don't need to attune to slippers for spider climbing.
I don't?
Nope.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm fairly certain you don't.
I'm certain you don't.
Oh no, you do need to attune to them. Why was D&D Beyond like, no, you don't need to attune? But no, yeah, sorry, you do need to attune to slippers of spider climb.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
But that's fine, it takes like a short rest to attune, so you guys gotta have that short rest
Yeah.
there well. It's fine, I can edit that bit, that's not a problem. There we go.
And it's back.
That is now Kira, all full of attuned magic items.
Nice.
Oh, I can't attune. I have to drop it and have something to attune something else.
No, like the spider climbing, your rapier, and your
The
artifact.
short sword.
You're now all
And my
attuned
armor.
up.
Good, but I have to attune to the armor.
Adamantine armor. Or the...
No, The Armor of Glamour.
I don't believe so. I shall double check.
Okay, cool.
No, that's not what I meant.
Wait, I have it on my character sheet.
No, I don't want the sentence for Verderus. I actually wanted armor. Ugh. It's probably something really stupid, and I'm just not saying it. Anyway.
Oh, it doesn't. This description, I'm guessing you gave me, does not say that it requires it.
I'd be amazed if it did. Anyway, what would you like to do whilst you're in that room?
So what we see, a recently abandoned reading spot, basically.
Yeah.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate you. I want to check the bookshelves for traps.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
And see what kind of books they have on there. 20.
The bookshelf itself is not trapped, although a couple of books do almost spring out at you as they are somewhat animated.
Oh.
And they're not aggressive, they're like scurry from one spot on the shelf to the next as you sit there like run your finger along.
My God, we've transported ourselves to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
So yeah, they scurry out of place and then scurry themselves back into place. A couple of them shake and shiver as if they're scared you're about to rip them out of their hole and break them. Like the book's now in front of you. You can see like they've been ripped in half or they've had whole chapters ripped out.
Aww.
Whole books.
No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to go investigate the desk.
Well, on that investigation, that's what like the ripped out books seem to lead to. The ones that had pages missing or been ripped down the spine, they are all over these desks, and like someone's highlighted and circled bits of information and started scrawling stuff.
What kind of information? Who is, or like what is this person research?
What languages do you know?
Elven, Common, Draconic. That might be it.
Yep, that's what I got. Okay, going over it all, you can understand some of it because it's in Draconic. Some of it is in a different script, so it's like, I don't know what that says, that's clearly not my language. It seems that they were looking into Draconic history and lineage, and seem to be tracking down an heir of some sort.
Hey Marlon, you're knowledgeable about all kinds of stuff. Maybe you can make heads or tails of this.
I think Christy may. Oh, never mind.
Okay, Chrissy said I don't think she heard.
What's happening?
There are a bunch of ripped up books laying on the desk and everything. They are researching Draconic lineage. I can read the stuff that's in Draconic, but this other language here, I'm unfamiliar with.
Let's do a history check. I was going to say, all I can... Well, I read Orc. And Celestial.
And that being the kicker, it is Celestial that Kira couldn't read. So...
Have a look-see. I'm pretty sure I read Celestial.
Yeah, it's... I found my crib sheet, that was what I was looking for. I knew it was on my desk somewhere. Right, in that case then, since you both can read it, Either one of you can give me a history check with advantage, or you can both give me individual history checks.
I'll assist
in history, so
I'll assist Marlon because I'm not proficient in it.
Okay, then. In which case, then Marlon, give me a history check with advantage.
Ooh.
As you're like going through all these notes and everything else. The rest of you, as you begin to explore this space, oh, very nice. T-Deck, going through those boxes and everything else, it is just full of paper, binding glue, sort of like a hard leather to make proper books out of. You do find a couple of stamps that belong to what would be the Black Shield group, so like how they would emboss all their books and everything.
I mean, not that Tedrick would know anything about that, but...
Yeah, you as a player, it's kind of like, okay, this is just library stuff. Clearly the Oliver's getting stuff ready in this area.
Say, is there like a blank notebook?
There's a couple of blank books, yeah.
Tedrick is going to take one blank notebook.
Right, Marlon, going through the books and the notes and everything else. The lineage that this person was looking into, they were tracking down sorcerers' line of inheritance. So the way sorcerers used to work in this world were they were blood ties. So even so long as you kept the generations going, there would always be another sorcerer in that line. It won't necessarily be the son. If the father's still alive, it might skip to the grandson or the great-grandson. That kind of a blood pact.
That's cool.
Once the eldest dies, it goes straight to the youngest in that line at the point of death. Or close to. So some of the most powerful wizards actually end up becoming sorcerers because of how this pack works. So far, he'd gone through the Black Dragons, which were part of the Dragonborn Empire, and he also began looking into the Blue Dragon lineage as well. And he had found like the last line of descendants before this current age, and seems to be working on some means of tracking them down.
they're obviously either trying to get to the actual dragons, or maybe some items like us, I would guess. And their thought is maybe track the dragons down like we are.
Quite possibly.
Which might also mean that they've been following us somewhere along the way to get here before we did. If they track down, do we assume that they've tracked down another dragon?
Hard to tell from these notes. It's more like the literature's going through like, oh, okay, it was this family that, and it was this person. It wasn't his son; it was his grandson that then became the next heir to the power. But he married into this family, so it then went down this tree, and it got. Some of it seems to wander off in places. Although a couple of names do jump out to you. One of them being Cranbrook, which you know is a powerful, a former Dragonborn family.
Yeah. Cranberry.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce.
Yes.
That is permanent torment in hell now. Anyways. Little T-Deck.
Hello.
Just because you went over there. And that is what you can see.
Stairs.
Yes, going down is basically the other stairwell.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, Tedrick's like more or less just exploring like the whole perimeter of the place, like just being like, "Ooh, what's this? What's this? There's walls everywhere. What's this?"
That's okay. I can reveal the rest for you guys now. It's pretty fair to do that.
Yeah.
To there, really. So, over in this back area here, it's those two posts in the middle are like training posts. You can see they're covered in axe and blade marks. They've also got a couple of arrowheads still stuck in them, where they've been training to do that archery and what have you. There is sort of like a common area over here where there's a sofa, a couple of chairs, and a chaise longue set up. The fire itself is actually still quite warm. Although the fire itself is low, it's still giving off that nice warm heat.
No.
And everything else. And over on this far side was a kitchen setup, where you can see like there's a large table already laid out with chairs, but there's no place settings or anything like that. But the cook fires themselves are still warm.
He's had dinner.
Tell that take this, tell that take that, tell that take this.
And Telek is...
Why am I just thinking like
Anyway.
cooking fire, brains in cooking fire?
Yeah.
That's what
Is
came
there
to
any-
mind as well.
Was there any ale?
There is still ale in the barrels. There was also 2 sets of stairs that lead upwards.
Marin actually goes to do some exploring on the stairs.
Well,
That is they're like checking for traps and all.
as you guys go to ascend the stairs, a shape actually comes down.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, whoops, I don't need that. I can do that from here. Hello.
Hello.
The character itself is hooded, has a long flowing coat and everything else. It's got a large hood that he's got pulled over his head. From what you can see, he walks with a bit of a limp. You're not quite sure if he's actually got broken legs. Whoops, don't want that. Where is it? There it is. There it is.
I can see it.
Perfect. But as he comes down, he pulls his hood back. You can see that one hand is not a flesh hand. It's all made with mechanical parts.
Ooh.
And as he throws his hood back, you can see now he's a half-orc.
Holy shit!
Pale green skin.
God.
One eye is missing. He's got like an eye patch covering it. I can't remember. Was it the right or the left eye?
It was the left eye that was lost.
Right. His left eye is covered. It's his right hand. Yeah.
It's his left hand that it's both his left eye and left arm that's
That will go critically damaged. Thank
lost.
you. Yeah. So it's his left hand. Sorry, that's all mechanical and everything else. His left eye is patched over and seems to be one massive scar down the side of his face.
Holy shit!
And as he limps on down and he sits there and goes, "Well, this is unexpected. A pleasure to meet you all. My name is Nil Braunanvil. And how can I help you in this dire time?" And that's where we're going to leave tonight's episode. Only because I didn't get to do the rest of the tower. Takes a while to do these maps, you know.
I
Do
knew
it in
he
5 minutes.
was coming.
Fine.
I knew he was coming. I just didn't know when. Fuck you, Brian.
Nice.
Holy shit!
There
And
you go.
Marlon's the only person who would actually recognise Neil.
Yeah, Marlon does. Marlon immediately recognises Neil's broken face.
Shit!
How's that for a cliffhanger?
Oh.
And now, Tashi, you get to watch Brian play Neil.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It's hilarious. Hey, it can still move nil. Like, wee!
Oh god. Quick, rest control.
What are you doing? Don't do that.
Release yourself from this character's grasp.
I'm sorry. Just here.
What,
I'm
what did
sorry.
I do? Nils. Which one?
There
Oh
was,
no!
there
Of course,
was.
I remade Nils' character sheet. That's why I
Yes,
can't find
you
it.
did. You did. And Nil, and I think I made an avatar where Nil has his like fancy eye patch and shit.
I think you did. I may need that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. I'll like send it to you like probably now actually, if I can actually get the fucking.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Brian.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Panic over. I was about to say, shit, that's where I lost his updated character sheet. I left him as he was when you last had him, and I've been playing a secret game ever since. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time for some more Dungeons and Dragons. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye.